Morning. We are on day 3 of our hunt in Eureka, Kansas. Right behind me is where a high school was built in the late 1800s, I believe. I might be wrong. Anyway, we are going to give this place a shot just because of the historic age of it, and hope that we pick up some old things. It's a possibility we could pick up some new stuff, just simply because it's a soccer field that kids use during the summertime, and a baseball field too. So anyway, I'm gonna get started and see what I can find. My nephew might join me later, and I'll get back with you when I have my first find. First find is a modern quarter. I've hit a ton of trash, probably dug about 8 different pieces of aluminum, but this is just a stake quarter, pretty modern. All right, next find is a key. I don't know how old it is. It is a best key. Yeah, it's not that old. I'm looking for evidence of age of the property, depth of anything old I find, just to get a sample of, you know, the possibilities this would be a good location to stay today. But so far nothing. Well guys, that's no bueno. Any really deep target, it's just incredibly hard to dig because of the mud and the clay. You don't make a whole lot of progress, and a couple of deep targets ended up being pop tops. So I just, you know, I really think I'm just gonna move. I don't think this is gonna be the best place to hunt. I know there was an old school right over here, but I think they've turned this ground up probably 10 times since the 1800s. So we're gonna let this one go. I'm gonna move on to a different spot. Just got this permission. My nephew found the homeowner, the landowners, and they have granted us permission to hunt this property. For reference, there's the old school. I have permission to hunt all this. However, I'm questioning whether the ground was tilled or turned over a few times. So I am pretty excited about doing this property. You can see the old steps. Corner properties tended to be sometimes pretty big in the town when you owned a corner lot. Richer, had more money, and it goes all the way back to the alleyway back there. So this will be a large property. I think it'll probably take me 2 days unless I'm absolutely having no luck. I think we're gonna probably end this Kansas trip on this property, and so I'm pretty excited to get going. Okay, there's the truck. Here's the house back here, road, and I just found, I believe, a Tootsie toy. That's pretty cool. Not very big. The wheels are all still intact. The axle looks a little rusted, but I don't even know what vehicle that would be, but it's like a roaster or something like that. But yeah, so that's a pretty neat find, guys. Okay, I found the Tootsie toy right there, and I came right here. It's almost the same exact signal, so I thought that's what it was going to be. But it is some sort of a medallion or decorative piece for a lamp or something. But you can see this is really pretty. I maybe it had a stone in the middle of it, and could have had a pin attached. I don't know. Yeah, that is really, really pretty, guys. I hope you can see that. I'm kind of shaking. I thought it was gold at first, but it was heavy. So anyway, that's what I got. Now we're finding some stuff. It would be right out front of the house. You can see right there. This is a huge property, so I'm pretty excited. All right, next find is a 1945 nickel. Haven't cleaned it up. It looks to be 1945, yeah. At least what I can see. Or it might be 1943 too. I don't know if that's silver or a portion of it's silver or not, but it rang up like a normal, like a buffalo or a regular nickel, 11, 12, 13. The sucker was about 6 to 8 inches deep, I would say. So anyway, moving on. Okay, that's where the house is. That is that old sidewalk. And I just found a Coal National key, I think national key. Made, actually it just says USA. So I don't know how old that key is. I suspect it's not super old, but it's definitely not modern. Still next to the sidewalk, I got another one. This one says Racing Group Guards. I can't read what it says on the little sticker there, but it's destroyed as well. The axle is completely coming out, but I mean, that could be 60s, 70s. Little van. Next target, sidewalk. Distance to the house. Getting close to the street. And we have a harmonica reed. Howdy. What's that?
Finding anything good?
Well, I just found a harmonica reed.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, that's pretty common find.
Yeah.
When I have a YouTube channel, and that's what I do for my YouTube is I go metal detecting. I have my own show.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I found a Ford car.
Well, I'm on the other side of the sidewalk now and moving this direction. And I found a pretty old fork, I think. Just the way it looks. Have to be real careful with it. It's got really long. I don't know if that's something that is common from past silverware, but it's really long fork tines or whatever you want to call them. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, not a bad find. It's about 8 inches deep. Rang up 25, 26, which makes me think silver, but I don't think it's silver. So anyway, I don't know if they made brass or copper silverware or not, but it's got a patina on it a little bit, I guess. Okay, next find. Again, there's that sidewalk leading out to the street, the house, and I found this. And I don't think this is like a real key. I don't know, it could be off of like a sardine can or something like that, but it is broke. So maybe, and it's not in the hole, the other piece. At least I don't think so. No, I don't think it's, and it is metal. It looks, you know, iron. So anyway, that was my next find. Okay, next find. Let's see how far I made it. I'm just sweeping my way up and down in front of the house here.
I'm finding much more modern stuff than old stuff. Do have a couple old items, but anyway, that's a fuel key, so it's obviously pretty modern. Taking a little break here. Just thought we'd walk around the property real quick, see if there's anything that tells us stories. Oh wow, look at that. Those are oyster shells right here. Wow, that's really neat. I might have to pick that up. I am hoping between today and tomorrow that we can get some good stuff. Oh, there's an old spring. Check that out. There's an old spring. It's pretty neat. The old home sat, and I'm not so sure if there wasn't a home right in here too. Since becoming a detectorist, I've noticed I can watch the ground much better than before. Oh wow, what's this? That's pretty strange, man. Oh wow, that's a neat find. Anybody know what the heck that is? This is stone. It's pretty neat. That's going in my bag. Wow, it's another. Oh no, I thought that was another clamshell. That'd have been wild. I think we'll cut through here. Vines, lots of vines. Old mattresses, old pipes. Wow, overwhelming, huh? This used to be somebody's house. I don't know exactly where the house was, but I got a feeling it was more over there. So it might be okay to detect in this area here. They've already got a nice dig, so any good stuff might be a little shallower. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about a lot of things, old homes and stuff. I love old things. I don't always know what I got, so you have to bear with me on a lot of that stuff. There are guys that know a heck of a lot more than me. I'd like to be able to tell you more about this home, but even the owner doesn't know a whole lot about it. So it was destroyed. I mean, you never know. It could have been a Civil War veteran that lived here. I like to think so. Old trees. Glass. No, that's not. Look, a really nice piece of glass right there. I don't know if it's modern or not. There's another. No, that's not modern. It's really thick. See a lot of nails. Not a lot of square nails though, so far. Oh, there's a square nail right there. Huh. They did say this is 1800s. It was built in the 1800s. They know that. They don't know a whole lot about who lived here or anything like that, but it's kind of a neat piece. Take that or something. Old newspaper. Kids book. Oh wow, it's pretty. Now that's got to be period glass or ceramic, I should say. Septic. Still pipes in the ground. They just try to bulldoze all this stuff and push it. Wow, look at this, guys. I want to say this is like one of those window weights where the windows would come down. I remember that from one of my videos that I watched. Big spring. Yeah, this is neat. Really neat. Again, this is more towards the back of the property here. So I don't know where the house actually sat. It looks like the impression's right over there, but not sure. I will be detecting this though. The front yard seems like it's been turned over. Ground's too soft. It's not like that hard ground that is original ground. Somebody's dinner. It's probably pretty old itself. What's this here? Oh, that's just a, oh. Some kind of brace. We will walk towards the front of the property and see what we can see there. There's some pretty glass right there. There's some more. That is an oyster shell right there, guys. This is an oyster shell. For sure. I might detect right up in here. This is probably, I don't know. Gosh, it looks, maybe there were some outbuildings here. I'm not sure. Which would just be a lot of nails and stuff, and I've dug enough today. I've dug enough nails today. See, it seems to me that the house was right here. I don't know if you can see the dip that's right there. But that's what it looks like to me, and I don't know what this is, but it's like burnt up cushion or something, I guess. It's a nice little break to take, just walking, not having to swing. A lot of people don't know, but if you don't detect, I mean, it's some work. It's not an easy hobby. In order to find good stuff, you really have to do some swinging. More oyster shells. Wow. Again, according to the experts, that's reminiscent of 1800s living, is oyster shells. Holy buckets, there's more right there. I thought you'd like to look at this real quick. Right in the middle of this construction, you know, beautiful flowers, gorgeous. All right, well, I'm going to shut you off for a minute. I'm going to get back to detecting, and we will be back. All right, y'all, something really freaking cool, man. Check this out, man. This is a heart-shaped buckle. This is near the find of the day. I think I can move that back so that it's complete, but isn't that awesome? Do you see the heart? Really cool. Okay, quick gander. There's the truck, working my way back through this whole entire gap. Old house right there. And I have a crude bottle opener. It's kind of cool. Just a couple steps from where I just dug that bottle opener, about right over there, and I have the inner workings of copper watch gear. That's pretty darn cool. Found a pocket watch yesterday, and here's a gear to a pocket watch. That's pretty neat. Very decorative. You can use these things, I mean, to decorate. Really beautiful. This will probably be my last target of the day, and then I'm going to do a wrap up. And by the way, I will be doing a wrap up of everything for the whole entire trip. Anyway, really cool old handle. It's a nice old relic right there. Okay, real quick wrap up for day 3 in Eureka, Kansas. Here's all the junk. I don't even know if this is really junk or not. It looks pretty old. It's got a screw top. A couple of Matchbox cars. Here's from this direction over, it's going to be better stuff. So, got a clock part, some kind of toothpaste thing. I'm going to probably try to unwind it to see what it is. An old handle. I don't think this is like super old, but that wasn't a super expensive one. Got a harmonica reed. 4 keys. I think this is just like a tuna can opener. Little grommet. I just thought this was really cool. It's pretty with the blue hues and the rust. Sort of decorative. Also, I found this, and I do not know how in the heck they got that into the rock. Huh. That's probably one of the most interesting things I've ever found. So, this looks like some kind of a tag. And I can sort of make out words on here. So I'm going to keep that. That's pretty interesting. Got about 15 pennies, 3 modern dimes, 3 modern nickels, 3 modern quarters, and now the best stuff. We have a really beautiful, I would suspect a watch, or it could have belonged to this clock as well. This very decorative piece, it's heavy, it's just beautiful. A heart belt buckle, and the Tootsie toy. These will all get cleaned up in the when I do the 4-day wrap-up, when I'm done and back home and have things cleaned up. Okay, see you later.